Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and as promised earlier, we have a very interesting topic under discussion this morning on The Breakfast Show, and what to do with your kids during the mid-year vacation. How can we have quality time with our children, entertain them at the same time, and not become overwhelmed or drained? And I'm delighted to be joined in the studio this morning by my guest, Dr. Nazli Saeed, human development expert in family relations. Dr. Nazli, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Doctor, so that's lots to talk to you about. The kids are now in the mid-year vacation, most of them, and for some parents it's a challenging time because you really don't know what to do with the children, but I'm sure there are ways to entertain them at the same time to develop some of their capacities. And how would you suggest the best way to spend this time with your children?
I would suggest just let it be as it is.
Okay.
I mean, don't try to plan anything, don't try to really control them, don't try to put anything into your mind except that they just need to be themselves. The kids know what they need. You know, if you just leave them, they will tell you. If they feel bored right now, they'll tell you, I'm feeling bored, I'd like to do so and so. You just let them do whatever they want to do. Things will just flow. I believe it's more about us as parents that we like to put our kids into like a certain schema, or mode or something that we ourselves, this satisfies us, not satisfying them. If you just let them, they will just be.
But don't you like need to, you know, guide a bit? Like we can't just let them the whole day just play or watch TV or on the screen. I mean, can't you like guide them a bit, like try and make like a daily schedule maybe? What are we going to plan the day? Is that a way to deal with the children?
Yes, as a parent, definitely we do guide because this satisfies us before satisfying them. We feel really fulfilled that we have done our role, that we're good parents, we're doing whatever we should be doing for our kids, we're not just letting them go and that's it. But again, I would tell you that letting the kids just play, this is learning already, because playing is one of the methods that kids really do get their experience and they get to know about things, they explore. It's just like having a scientist in the lab. You just get the kids into the play area, or even not in the play area, even if you just let them and they start discovering. You know, some kids, they would just go into the bathroom and they fill the tub with some water and they put their toys and they start playing, and then they discover what will float, what will sink, what will happen. These are all experiences. We think that they're just playing, they're just wasting time. What are you doing? No, they are experiencing things, discovering what's happening around the world for them. Yeah.
Right. So, Doctor, let's talk a bit about, so say the kids say they're bored, for example. How can we, you know, fill up their time with fun things to do? What would you suggest? Lots of, you know, human development experts suggest like taking your kids out, experiencing new places, touristic sites, for example, or museums or the zoo, you know, enrichment, little day trips. What would you suggest in this regard?
Definitely, I go with them in all these aspects. There's no issue about all that, but you can take them out, you can let them play, you can let them inside the house, you can do anything they want. The aspects are very different, and there's a variety of stuff that the kids can really do. But
like?
I would...
Yes, I want examples.
Sure,
I want example. Okay. I want example.
I mean, you can take them, yes, to visit all the touristic places that we have. Egypt is full of wonderful places. You can take them to the zoo, you can go for sports, you can go for educational stuff, more about mental stuff. But what I would, or even entertainment like piano, music, drawing, everything. But I would start exploring your kid first. I mean, I would go for let me see what my kid is interested in. What is his passion?
Identify their interests first.
Exactly, yes. Because some kids, they would go more for the motor skills. I would put them into more sports, and even though you would see like which sport would they fit in more.
Okay.
Would I put them into an individual sports where it's like tennis or whatever, or would they go for teams? Are they the challenging type of character? Where would they really grow? Where if I put them, would they really flourish and shine and they find themselves being fulfilled? This, I would say, the point, because otherwise, no matter how many errands you would put your kids in, or you try to keep them busy, it's going to be just like ticking into the box. I'll give you lots of stuff to do. Yalla, let's go out today, and then you go for the sports, and then you sit and read, and then you watch TV, and then whatever. they were still, at the end of the day, they will feel bored or not satisfied enough because they didn't feel that their soul is really filled with what they really want, the passion that they want. But if you just like spend like an hour a day doing what you really want, what you really love, what you really feel that you're there in it, that's it.
Makes the world of a difference.
Yes, exactly.
Right, Doctor, I want to ask you a couple of other questions. How would you encourage getting kids involved in household chores?
Of course.
And from what age? And hopefully you're going to say two genders, boys and girls get to do household chores.
Whatever you say,
yes, please. So how can we encourage them to, you know, start, you know, just putting their plate in the sink, washing their cups, helping with the laundry, tidying up their toys, etc. And from what age should we start this?
I would say as early as possible, as early as they can really
understand.
Understand and master their motor skills. They can walk, they can grab stuff, they can hold. You can just tell the kid, just okay, clean up, collect your toys and just put them back into the box, whatever. It's just as simple as that, up till like, okay, let's clean the basin. You're going to wash the dishes, put them in the washing machine, put the laundry in the machine, whatever. Yes, you can, of course, because the least we can say about this, it's like you're like building a character into the kids. You are putting some responsibilities and making them understand that building the personality and the character of a really responsible grown-up man or woman, it's there. It starts with these very simple things. If you just leave your stuff, you don't care. I mean, if you just like them scattered everywhere, you leave also your work, you leave your files later on in your desk scattered everywhere. You wouldn't really care about where are these things, what am I supposed to be doing today. But if you learn that you're really responsible, this is your issues. If you don't take care of them, nobody will take care of them for you. And also this teaches them, I mean, organization and management teaches also self-organization and self-management later on, where you can manage by your emotions, manage your anger, manage everything about yourself if you manage your stuff. So yes, I agree with you, both genders, as early as possible. Yes, please. And it keeps them busy too. And this is the least to say. Yes, keeps them busy, and they feel like, I believe my kids feel they are really doing something. They have a part in this house. They are doing really something that's important, because I'm part of this place and I'm responsible for it and I have a role in it. It's just like making them feel more about their identity here. They belong to that place and they really have a hand and give something. They do something to be really feeling good about it here.
Right. Dr. Nazli, let me ask you, at what age do you think it is suitable or acceptable or feasible to leave your child alone at home?
I would say it's differs about the personality and the traits of the character of the kid. Some kids, they are usually calm. You can really trust their reactions. They wouldn't like go into creativity of any destructive ideas, and and also not only destructive. I wouldn't say destructive, but I would say they want to discover. If they just go like, okay, mommy's not here now, I'd like to go and discover so and so because that stuff is exactly that stuff. This stuff I've been prohibited to touch, masalan, the oven or whatever. So if I can trust my kid, I put them into the test sometimes. I just leave like at the start, I would start leaving them for like 15 minutes maybe, and then I come back. Not telling them that I'll be back in 15 minutes. Maybe I watch them from behind anywhere and I would see their behavior while I'm not around in a way or another. We can't all do that. We have cameras everywhere and stuff. I'm not saying that we do have an eye on them, but I mean just to be trusting that they're safe, to keep them safe and to keep them good. But I wouldn't recommend
before what age?
Age-wise, not before 11 or 12 minimum. Because it's not only, I mean, the dangers now, their safety is not only for the physical danger now, it's more about if you leave the house and you leave the internet open and you leave everything, I mean, still their responsibility and their mental awareness is very important, because this level of it does, it does make a difference if they are aware what to watch, what to do, how to interact with other people. What if I just like I decided that I want to watch a certain program and then it's not adequate.
Suitable.
Yes, or suitable. What would I do?
And I think with the pandemic and the coronavirus and online learning, kids from such a young age have been exposed to online learning to the screen, to the opportunities that are online, which has made things worse, really, and more difficult.
Yes, we're exposed. It's
unavoidable.
It is unavoidable. We cannot close everything. You cannot prohibit anything, because now what we can do is, yes, we're open. We have to accept that we're open to the world. Actually, everything is available for them. It's not like old ages where you just like go like close the TV, just put it off. You cannot watch that, or you cannot do that now, because even if you do it, they're going to get that through their friends, through other channels in life. What you can really do is put some awareness in them. Teach them what's right, what's wrong. I wouldn't say right and wrong. I mean, again, it's part of everything, but I would say teach them what's suitable for them, what's acceptable for them. Exactly. I mean, I would go also for the religious part. What would God accept, what we wouldn't? What would He be happy for us if we do that or not? That's the
core, really.
Yes.
That's the core. Yes. So tell me, doctor, how long should we allow screen time? Because this varies. I mean, some parents are stringent. I personally find when I restrict screen time at home, even though it's more overwhelming for me as a parent, but they're at a better place. They're more focused. They're more, engaged. The longer the screen time, the less focus I find. They're distracted. And so, what range would you give screen time per day, like TV?
I agree totally. I wouldn't go more than 2 hours a day, not more than 2 hours a day, because in all screens, I mean, TV, mobile, laptop, everything, just as screens. Because, yes, you're right, definitely, because their mind gets distracted, distorted. They focus only on the TV. There's no interaction, there's no human interaction into the screen. You're just like receiving all the time. And the mind is doing nothing except taking the info that's the screen giving to them. First of all, you don't know what kind of info they're receiving and which kind of info are they filtering, which one of them they are really absorbing and not letting their mind really see what's okay, what's not okay. Why am I being told this? Which source is telling me this kind of info? I mean, that's too much for the kids. Also, if I go from the technical part, the screens, they are full of vibrations. They're full of, I mean, these are not good for the brain. Yes, rays and vibrations and radiations and all these things. They do affect the brain cells, which is in a very negative way. So just like avoiding this and giving more time for quality time, sitting together, talking together, this allows more into human development skills, just like communication, feelings. You develop your feelings.
Yes, it's very important, I find, to discuss your child's feelings.
Yes.
I mean, when they're frustrated and they're screaming and shouting, sometimes it's irritating, but you actually need to, admit, okay, I understand you're frustrated, tell me why, and just to, break it down for them. How important is speaking about your feelings, not just feeling your feelings, but, calming down eventually, especially at a younger age, they go through rage fits, etc. How can we deal with this kind, and especially during the holidays, be careful. School is amazing in that when they go to school and come back, they're exhausted. It's just lunch, homework, bath, sleep, hopefully, and that's it. But when they're sitting at home, there's more free time, and they get bored. So frustration appears in different ways with children.
Yes, definitely. So all what you need is they need to feel safe. They need to feel emotionally safe. That's what I mean. If I feel safe, that I would really expose my emotions to you and talk to you, and I'd really get them out, and then I would see your reaction that you're containing me in a way, I would go for a hug. First of all, if they're screaming and they have like this trauma thing, and I don't know, but what would I do is I just give them a hug and just start talking to them. Okay, let's talk. Tell me, how do you feel? And if they keep on screaming and they keep on going on into this whatever mode, you start telling them, okay, I feel what you feel. I can really feel you. Yes, give them the empathy, all the empathy, and let them understand that it's really safe that I would talk it out. If I just talk it out and give out all my emotions, I won't be spanked, I won't be shut out, I wouldn't be told, punished, or even my emotions won't be like degraded. Dismissed, and there's no part for your emotions here. So I try to protect myself by keeping these emotions shut in a way, so I wouldn't expose them. But if you really encourage me to tell me, okay, speak, I'm hearing you, I'm here to listen, I've been into your place before, you're not the only one into this place, things happen, it will be fine, tell me how you feel, okay, tell me more about it. You just like
Encourage them to talk.
Yeah, and then they start talking. When they start talking, they listen to their emotions. And when they listen to their emotions, they understand them. They would see, and then they would really understand, why am I feeling this feeling? Where does this feeling come from? Is it from me? Is it from someone else? Is it because someone else did something to me? When they did that to me, why did that really affect me in a way? What could I have done to avoid that? And is there a different reaction that I could have been doing, and then things would be better in that case? So if they start doing that, they just develop their emotions. You know, they dig deeper into themselves, and they really know themselves.
All right, Doctor, I actually want to ask you something.
Please.
As mothers, usually we were very stressed about, you know, our children making mistakes or hurting themselves, or, you know, making a mistake, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, etc. How important is it to allow your child, even though you can see it's going in the wrong direction and it's going to end up badly, how important is it to allow them to make this mistake in order to learn from it? Because I usually find when, you know, you restrict them or say no, or don't do this, don't do that, it's like they're persistent, you know, I'm gonna do it. And only when they do the action and discover that it's a mistake, only when they really not repeat it. So how can we allow ourselves to allow them to, you know, make the mistake, to learn from it? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard because it comes from your sense of responsibility towards them. You feel like, I want to help. I don't want them to fall into these mistakes. I've been there, and I don't want them to be in the same place. But if you can just start convincing yourself with several points, like what you resist, it persists. If you stop it, it will persist. It will stay there. This is number one. Number two, let them just live their path. It's their life, you know.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yes, I understand.
It's
but
hard.
Let them try it in a safe environment with you, because whether we like it or not, when they grow up, they will be out into the world and they will try all these things, and they will be exposed to different kinds of incidents, stuff that you don't want, if they really don't know how to handle it, or they don't have past experiences about it, it will be a real shock for them. But if you have it like on a smaller scale, on a safer scale, I would say, in a good environment, then you'll be there for them. Just be there. Let them know that you're having their back, and let them just do the mistake. What will happen? There's no mistakes. What will happen really? Nothing, you know. We all did mistakes, and then what happened? We're here, right?
We survived, yeah, we survived.
Yes, we survived.
All right. You said something very interesting before we went on air, and you said it's about quality time, not quantity time. So when you spend time with your children, it's not really about how many hours or how many minutes, but the kind of time that you spent, or the quality of, even if it's 10 minutes a day. Yes. I mean, with our lives and work and traffic, and by the end of the day, there's just really a couple of hours to be home. How important is this quality time?
It's
from dad and mom, not just mom.
Of course, most parents, definitely. Yes, father can do anything, please. Yeah. Be invited to the table, yeah.
Yeah. So it's about being there, present in the moment.
Yeah,
not like sitting with them and on your phone or
of course,
reading a
not
book.
physically present. No, it's more about the connection. If you're feeling connected, if I'm here sitting with you and you feel me there, looking into your eyes, feeling the feeling that you're feeling, being really present for you, I'm feeling for you, and I can understand really what you're trying to tell me, and you feel my presence. You feel that you're important. You feel that you're heard, you're seen, you're listened to, you're felt. Then this is all what they do need. This is the quality time. But if I'm there like for several hours and they don't feel me there, I'm just being around.
Might as well be absent.
Exactly. You are really absent because you're not really there. There meaning I'm connected to you. Wherever, even if I'm moving around, but we're still connected to each other, even eye contact. You know, you feel like if you need anything, I'm there for you. If you feel anything, I'm feeling the same feeling for you. We are here, we're together, we're bonded in a way. That's it. But if I'm just there, sitting there, telling you, okay, go play, okay, do that. What do you want? Would you like to eat? Would you like to do? Anybody can do that, you know.
Most moms do that, actually.
We all do that, by the way.
I think it's just out of a sense of, you know, responsibility. I mean, if you don't feed them or make sure that this happens, who will? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's a trap, actually, that moms fall into.
But yeah, exactly. So let's do it not only, but also. And not only food and doing, let it also be more about the being there.
Yeah.
Do the doing, give them the food, cook for them, and even like engage them with you. Let them come and cook with you.
Yeah, that's
do something. Even like tiny stuff with you in the kitchen. That would really make a difference. They feel being really having your company with you also.
Right. So speaking about stuff that we can do with our kids over the holidays, I mean, they're mostly at home. Give us ideas. For example, board games, you know, activities, could they be fun and could they benefit from them at the same time?
Yes, the classical known ones, yes, the puzzles, the bricks, all the mental games, yes. But actually, what I would really would like to introduce more also, that the coaching skills. I mean, start to develop with them where do they stand. I mean, give them some awareness about themselves. I mean, let them understand and discover their characteristics, their personal characteristics. Why do I get angry from certain stuff? How can you do that? Because when they come and start telling you stories about things that happen with their friends, with their school colleagues, with their teachers, with I mean, at the club, anywhere, when they come and start telling you stuff about that, you start talking to them about it, and then do some coaching with them. Tell them, okay, and why do you think you felt this way? And if they start telling you, I felt so and so because that person was whatever, you start telling them, and who else does that for you? I mean, is he the only person that you feel like that being around, or other people too? If it's other people too, then okay, where do you see anything common here? You know, stuff like that, questions.
So it's like self-discovery, basically.
Self-discovery basics, yes, because when you really raise their awareness, it's everything. You know, you can stand. Only then you can start leaving them at home alone. You can trust that they are going to be safe around. They're understanding themselves. They know their needs. They understand their passion. They will keep themselves entertained. If I understand who I am, what do I need, what are my goals, how do I keep myself happy, I will know how to keep myself busy.
At what age, around what age do they reach that, you know, self-understanding? I mean, from when can they start feeling that, you know, they are self-aware?
Again, it depends on us.
Give me a range, doctor. Give me a range.
Okay. It depends. It depends on us as parents, because if I decide that I want to raise my kids in an awareness mode, I will start as early as like 6 or 7, talking, and I mean on this emotional, spiritual awareness style. But again, you start preparing them ever since they start. I mean 2 or 3, because the way you interact with the kid. If you just act with them like, okay, he's just a kid, he doesn't understand, he's just a little boy, a little girl, and stuff like that, you're just diminishing their abilities. But if you really look at them in a way that, yes, you can, you are the creation of God, and you have such skills, and I'm going to invest in that, let's do it, they will pick up on your energy, and they will see that, and they will really be interested, and it will just like, okay, let's do that. So, yes, don't be late, young.
Okay, one final question, because we're running out of time. Your energy as a parent. This is very important. You know, a miserable parent is usually horrible. How important is it to, you know, cut yourself some slack as a parent, as a mom, as a dad, to ensure your own self-awareness and happiness and calmness in order to reflect that on your children?
Okay. Energy is everything. It's everything, yes. Because if you don't really convey what's inside, really outside, as is, people will feel that you're fake. Your kids already, they are on the same line as you. They are on the same, frequency, like you exactly. So they pick up your energy, even if you don't talk. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling gloomy or whatever, and if you don't want to show them that, but I come home with a smile and hi and stuff like that, they will really pick on you. They will pick it up. They won't understand that, khalas, mommy, she's good and things are great. They won't take that. They won't. So it's very important that number one, that we are authentic. What's inside is exactly like what's outside. Yes.
No matter how scary.
Yes. It's just about how do you really express it. It's fine to be sad. It's fine to be angry. But the way I express my anger and show it and bring it out to the world, this is the point.
The challenge.
Yes. And show them that, because you're teaching them now how to really express themselves too. But of course, yes, managing my emotions, managing my energy, trying to be calm and setting an example and being the role model for them. Yes,
that's key.
Yes,
right. I'm afraid we've run out of time, and ever so quickly, I'd like to thank you very, very much, Dr. Nazli Saeed, Human Development Expert in Family Relations. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you so much.
And for all your insight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and we'll be right back to continue this edition of The Breakfast Show. Do stay tuned.